it literally was the detour that cost us so much. Like, I feel like a lot of the things that we're dealing with now are the backlash of deposits we made in that season.
Most definitely.
And it's like, how much longer? Even though we were only in that apartment a short period of time before we got put out, it was still the principle of, like, we were in there living ruthless, but we learned a lot. We learned how to coexist. We learned how to, you know, communicate. We dealt with, and we were talking about this the other day, like, we had conflict in a controlled setting and we had conflict in an uncontrolled setting. And the apartment was the conflict in an uncontrolled setting, meaning there was no parent coming and breaking us up.
Yeah.
And then we moved in with my mom and then your parents. It was, you know, that was the controlled setting. It was like, hey, y'all too loud in my house. You know, calm that down.
We had to save face.
Yeah, but when we were in the apartment, like we was going at it.
Yeah.
And we were in an apartment complex where them hearing arguing, like our neighbors and people upstairs and next door to us, it wasn't foreign because we lived in damn near the hood. Like, we lived in an environment where it wasn't foreign for people to be drunk, you know, laid out at different places. It wasn't foreign for, you know, there to be drug dealers and prostitutes and people running around college students. We lived in a college town. Yeah. It wasn't foreign. Like, it wasn't absurd to deal with those type of things. And then to be in a, you know, that situation with a child, with a baby, it was like,
it was extreme. We lived in an extremist lifestyle.
We did.
This relationship has been extreme since day one. Well, not necessarily since day one, but it's just like the course of events over time. Like, when you write it down on paper, this is an extreme situation. It's
our marriage, our story from high school, 14 years old, to now 31. This is an entire... because it's an entire TV series. It can't be put into a movie because you miss too much context, and it would end up being like a 4-hour movie. Like, Black Panther ain't got nothing on our story.
Part 1 and 2.
Yes. Our relationship is a series simply because when you put it out on paper, like, if somebody had to read our story, I don't even think a book could detail it, but it would be like, it would be a page turner, but there's no way. Yeah. Because of the things that we've gone through.
I would have to see this for myself. I'm reading what you're saying, but this is like a fiction book, right? This is some Harry Potter type stuff.
Right.